We just witnessed lifting history. We just witnessed the strongest female deadlift ever done in the history of lifting, in the history of the world ever, and it is impressive. I'm Nick Wright. If you like this content, please subscribe for more and welcome to the channel. So let me ask you a question. Can you, watching this video, can you deadlift 641 pounds? Yes or no? Better yet, can you do it at a low body weight of only 165 pounds? Because that is a pound for pound feat right there. Well, Brianny Terry did exactly that this past weekend at the 2023 WRPF American Pro 2 Championships. She smoked 641 pounds easily at a body weight of only 165 pounds, giving her the strongest deadlift ever done by a female and at the lightest body weight it's ever been attempted at. The strongest deadlift before that was done by Tamara Walcott, who pulled the same amount of weight but under much different circumstances. Tamara, first of all, weighs around 300 pounds, so a much higher weight class than Brianny. Tamara also did it under strongman settings, so using an elephant bar, which is a long bar, longer than a regular deadlift bar, and very thick plates, which allows the weight to be dispersed out to either side more than a regular equipment would allow, giving you more slack and making the lift a little bit easier. And I'm taking nothing away from Tamara. She's an incredibly strong power lifter. In regular meet conditions, she has pulled close to 640, so she's absolutely incredible. But I'm just pointing out how insane Brianny's new feat is, because at a much lighter weight class of only 165 pounds, Brianny came and deadlifted that weight under contest settings using thin kilo plates and a regular deadlift bar. On top of that, Brianny also just received her IFBB Pro card in the 2023 USAs. So she's straddling both worlds, the physique and bodybuilding world as well as the powerlifting world, and if you know me and my channel, you know I absolutely love that. So let's dive into her entire meet and see just how strong she is. Brianny Terry is a well-rounded powerlifter, which I respect as a fan of the sport. She opened up with a massive 529-pound squat. That's a 530-pound opener, and she smoked it with ease. She then went up to 573 pounds, and she smoked that as well. Unfortunately, the refs gave her red lights due to depth, but the fact that she was able to sit down and stand back up with almost 600 pounds on her back that easily is a testament to her strength. I have no doubt if she stays on this path, she'll be trying the big 600 in a competition soon enough, and I'm excited to see it. The bench. I need to really shine a light on this bench because this is a massive feat. She went 3 for 3 on the bench, smoking a 308-pound bench under competition settings with the pause and the commands. This is absolutely incredible. Lighter weight classes in general, both in the men's division and the women's division, lighter weight classes often have a harder time building up big benches, and it's especially like that in the women's division. You find women tend to have an even harder time developing that upper body mass. So the fact that Brianny smoked 308 pounds under contest settings at that light of a weight class really is a testament to her upper body development and strength, in my opinion, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of that is carryover from her life as a newly crowned IFBB Pro. The upper body training and development needed for that world, packing on muscle mass for that world, probably carries over very nicely to the powerlifting world. And I say probably, but it does, because that's exactly what I did. Of course, I'm not on the elite level that Brianny is. So 308 pounds on the bench is absolutely insane. Last but not least, the famous 641.5 pounds done on the deadlift, again, crowning her the strongest female deadlift ever in the world, the most amount of weight lifted, and at the lightest body weight ever attempted, giving her a 1,479 pound total. Totaling almost 1,500 pounds at 165 is insane. Now, I mentioned that she was the lightest body weight to attempt this weight, and I mentioned Tamara, but there was also another woman who smoked this weight as well in just one weight class up at 181 pounds. By the way, if you lift, which I assume every one of you watching does, mobility should be like your #1 priority. I've done tons of videos on mobility, from rumble rollers to lacrosse balls to bands. I have one brand new addition to the mobility arsenal I want to share with you guys really fast before we finish the video. That's the D6 Pro massage gun by Bob and Brad, two really well-known physical therapists. They have 5 million subscribers on their YouTube channel, all dedicated to mobility. They developed their own line of massage guns for their profession, with several different model types for different types of people. The D6 Pro happens to be their heavy duty model for lifters like us, the heavy lifters with dense muscle. This thing's amazing for several different reasons. It's actually totally replaced the lacrosse ball for me, no exaggeration. First, it's got some weight to it. It's 2.5 pounds. That weight mixed with the high RPMs and the extra deep penetration this thing offers makes it so all I have to do is let it hang over my back and I can get deep from just that. I don't have to sit there and fight and try to push extra pressure on it. If you do want to add extra pressure, it can take up to 85 pounds of additional pressure and still keep firing. Has a brushless motor, so it's not going to wear out or break on you. Durable as heck. It has 4 different modes on it. It has a pre-workout mode for activating and waking up the muscle before a workout. It has a recovery mode, a deep tissue massage mode, and every mode offers 6 different speeds, from 1500 up to 2500 RPMs, which is super fast for a massage gun. And the tip penetrates 16 millimeters into the tissue, which is extra deep for deep tissue massage, mixed with the high speed and the added weight of the gun. The handle itself moves to all different angles, so you can reach anything you're trying to reach. And it has 7 different attachable heads to it. It has the standard round head for regular deep tissue massages, the spade flat head for getting into the clavicles and the calf. It has the bullet point for targeting specific trigger points in the body. It even has an air cushioned head for areas that are sensitive and can't take a lot of pressure. There's a discount code that gets you 10% off. It's BobandBrad6. It's in the info box below along with the link to this gun. Highly recommend it. And now back to our girl. Samantha Rice was actually the first woman to deadlift 641.5 pounds in competition standard because she lifted before Brianny did. So technically she was the first one to do it, and she's absolutely jacked. At 181 pounds, jacked as can be, she squatted 617 pounds, a 617 squat at 181 pounds body weight. She benched 347 pounds. She's benching almost 350 in contest settings, and if you've never done a powerlifting meet, let me be the first to tell you, in my opinion anyway, and from what I've seen, the bench is the hardest one to execute well in a meet, if you're not familiar with meets, because you have all the commands, the pauses, the bench you're using is probably different. Just benching in a meet is the toughest one to do, so smoking almost 350 at 181 is incredible. And then lastly, she deadlifted 641.5 pounds as well, and she did it first. So if Brianny had not come in and done it at one weight class lower, Samantha is the one you'd be hearing about now as the strongest female deadlifter. And so that is a massive testament to her because she's only one weight class higher at 181 and she still smoked 641.5 pounds, still adding to the history of lifting there. Absolutely incredible. So my hat's off and nothing but respect to both of these lifters, Brianny Terry and Samantha Rice. Absolutely incredible to see this kind of strength and to see women doing it while being in awesome physical shape too. Great physiques. That to me is ultra impressive. So if you like this video, please subscribe for more, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.